Hello everyone, TheOntarioGardener here. Behind me is a massive piece of equipment. I'm going to show you in 2 seconds. Do a little pan like that. So, we have 65 acres here that is in crop. For the previous, I don't know how many years before I even owned the property, 10 years or so, this been grass or hay. Not really the greatest hay. Clean the lens off. So the farmer who leases the land or rents the land for us, the 65 acres of cropland here, I guess you could say, said to me last fall, he says, hey, what do you think about plowing all this under, disking it up, planting corn? Then next year, planting soybean. Then the following year, which would be 2024 at this point, replanting grass. It's a good quality hay. Or like good quality hay, a hay mix, alfalfa, timothy mix, or something like that. That's usually what's pretty big in our area up here. And I said, sure, it's not costing me anything. He's still paying us per acre, as that's our agreement. But anyway, over the past few weeks, tractor's been in here, plowing things up, disking it again, fertilizing it, disking it again, to get it to a state of what it looks like today, which the video isn't so much to focus on what the fields look like, it's gonna be the machine behind me. Let's turn around and take a look. Now this isn't the biggest one that's been here. This is a John Deere 7830. Got the dual wheels in the back, got the big weights in the front. Huge tractor. Farm. This is a farm tractor. Comparison to my height. You know, these are like 6-foot tires. Like I'm only 5'9", so say 5'10", 6-foot tires on these. I don't know the specs of this tractor. It's not mine. But I figured I'd do a little bit of walk around. Look at the size of this thing. You got tons of hydraulic hookups. You got your airline hookups. You got power hookups. Tons of auxiliary stuff. This is big category 3 stuff here. And this goes back to a bugs are out already, 177 ONT John Deere. I think this is what they call an air seeder. Because like the seed sits up in here and you have fertilizer and one of these or something like that. And basically this is a little, I don't know, the planter here. You have your things to open the furrows up. You have your dispenser. I'm not going to start opening this stuff up because like I said, it's not mine. And then you have your seed coming in through one of these tubes, air tubes or whatever. And then it basically deposits the seed. This wheel kind of is a counter type thing. And these in the back kind of crimp the ground. I'll show you in a second what a row looks like. And you got your these are your big wheels. So when you pick it up to turn it around, you get big hydraulics on it. And these are your depth settings, all settings that have been put in by the farmer for, I guess, this type of soil maybe, which we got some big rocks in here. And that's not even a big rock, but that's a decent sized rock for a field. And you have your different settings here for your depth and for your, you know, other things I don't know anything about. And this is a fold away or a fold seeder. So this is to travel. So you have 4 on this side, 4 on that side. Let's walk around to the back, and these will fold out. And this guy came yesterday and he planted these 65 acres yesterday because today, give you a little pan down, this what you see here is about, I don't know, 35 acres. It goes that way behind the trees and it goes that way quite a bit. And then we have a field over here. That's only maybe a 10-acre field. So the majority of it is back in here behind these trees. And he came yesterday and there's 4 here. So this is a 12-row seeder. So when this is operational, this will fold out. And all 12 of them work the same way. You have steps back here just so you can kind of, I guess, see. And then this does come with like a big old pin here in case you want to drag like a roller or something behind it. Different things you can drag, maybe a fertilizer equipment. But this is the setup. Not really sure what this does. This might be some sort of counter. I don't know what most of this stuff does, honestly. But it's very cool nonetheless. So I wanted to show you guys, like, this is big equipment. CCS seed delivery. That's, I believe, the system. I know one of these 2 hoppers are seed, and that's for granulated maybe, or for actually it's for liquid because it has liters on it. A bit of a liquid fertilizer. This must be some kind of clean out or something. I don't know. You can tell there's seed in here. You can see how it's dark and then light. These are what I call seed drills, all done by air pressure. The old-fashioned type seeders, you'd have a hopper I mean, they still exist. This is just for big big acreage. You'd have a hopper, 2 hoppers, a big one here and a small one. The small one in the back would be somewhere around here, and this would have fertilizer. This big one here would have your seed. So you'd have to fill each one independently, set it independently, which this is kind of independent as well. But they didn't work on, they just kind of worked on gravity, wheel spinning, etc. This is some big weight equipment here. Very kind of probably high tech to most people who are viewing this video. If you're into big time farming, this wouldn't be a big deal to you guys, but to me, I'm not. And you have up here, these are your row markers. These will fold out and fold down to mark your next row to kind of where you have to be lined up to make your rows go even. And we can go around to the front of this tractor. Now this is a tractor, I'm sure it has heat, air conditioning. This isn't a dual wheel in the front. The one that came to disc this property, I wish I had a video of that, but they were in and out of here when I was away. It was a dual front and a dual back, and it pivoted in the middle. Like, that's how it turned. That was a monster machine. But this thing is huge. let's face it here. But I'm not going to go up in there because, again, it's not mine. But it does all kinds of things up in there. Now, let's walk a little bit down this way. It's hard to tell. You can see some seed right here. This is the seed that they put down. It's treated seeds, corn, field corn, treated seed. Now, this one's a little bit swollen because we had a lot of rain earlier today, this morning. So that's why the farmer wanted to get the corn in the ground today, because we had this rain today. And also this coming week, we're supposed to get, geez, a couple days at 15 to 20 millimeter rain. That's a lot. Now, you may look out in the field and you say, wow, it looks really bumpy, a lot of full of grass. Well, it is, because remember what used to be here. It used to be this hay, kind of clumpy grass like this crap here. And it takes a while for that to decompose. But you can kind of tell the rows. Now, once this starts coming up, you'll obviously easily be able to tell. And down here, it's a bit hard to tell where the rows are because you've been driving on it, right? But let's see if we can get down a spot here where we can actually, here's a row here. You can tell, because it's hard to tell in the video. It's a dip here, then in here somewhere it's going to be your corn seeds. Now, I probably won't be able to find it, of course. I don't know how deep they get planted. Here's one right there. Actually, that's not one. I don't know. They're in here somewhere. There's, nope. They might be actually colored too. Whatever. Anyway, they're in here. Once they start coming up, I'll obviously bring you guys back and we can do a bit of a check-in. Probably in about 2-3 weeks, the corn will easily be up enough where you could see it in the rows as you go. And yeah. So a bit different of a farming or gardening video, because I'm not technically the one doing it, but I figured this is a good keep twisting the camera up, sorry guys, a good process here to show everybody who's not into farming or know anything about farming or whatever about how you plant large acreage. And like I said, this is only a 12-row drill seeder. I call it drill seeder, air seeder. Pretty sure there's more of a technical name than that. But this is a big machine for what I'm used to down home. Like where I grew up in the States, you'd have 6-row, 8-row, gravity fed hopper feeders, hopper seeders. And this is like definitely the next step up, of course. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. There's been a bit of not much action, but I wanted to go over the tractor, the machine, and kind of what they're doing here. And then as maybe once a month, maybe every 3 weeks as the season goes on, because today is like the 20 whatever of May. So maybe like in 2-3 weeks when the corn is up, 2-3 weeks until you get the corn hopefully is above my head, you know, come August. And we can take a look at the cobs, how they're spaced here. And again, this hasn't been in corn or anything but this clumpy grass in many years, probably 10 years. I've owned the property for 18, 19, for 5. This is my 5th summer here. And it's been in hay, well, at least 5 years before that, because that's the people who owned it before us, the renters, they had it for 5 years. So it's been probably at least 10 years in this clumpy kind of crap grass. It's gonna take a while to get perfect, but you know what? As the years go on and they continue, there's gonna be some prime land here to farm. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. You can see It's cool machines in the background. It's so awesome. And yeah, well, I'm going to take you along this journey every few weeks. Like I said, we're going to come back, take a look, and then once harvest season comes, which I don't know if they're doing silage corn here or they're doing shell corn, likely shell corn. You don't really have much silage corn around here. And if you want to know what those terms are, please leave it in the comments, or just well, leave it in the comments. I can explain it probably just as good as Google can. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. A lot of my viewers, I've noticed, are people who aren't subscribed. So if you do enjoy this content, I know I have some gaming, have some gardening, some farming, just leave me a subscription. Just leave me a subscribe. You can turn your notifications off if you don't want to get notified for the gaming stuff. But you know what? It'd be much appreciated if you would subscribe. I'll catch you all in the next farming video. Take care now.